Hey all, welcome to this week's CIOPCC acquisition report. That's the Crawford Institute of Pop Culture Collectibles. And acquisition report means the curator gets to tell you what came in this week. Now, it was a big week. 9 items, the most in any so far since we started the acquisition reports. But it's not as many as you might think. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Number 1, Homer Simpson fading into the bushes sponge holder. Now, we don't get enough cool Simpsons goofy, weird licensed merchandise. Actually, it's probably not licensed, but merchandise these days. So when I saw this on Etsy, I knew I had to pick it up. Also, thanks to my good enabler, Jeff Parker, who pointed out that I was missing the Zap Brannigan Space Gun from Rocket USA when I was doing my favorite collection of Futurama last week. I rushed out to eBay and found out, yeah, Rocket USA did make one of these, and they're not too expensive. So I found one at a decent price. Box is a little beat up, but it's not bad. Great looking toy. So I added that to the collection. Thanks, Jeff. Now it's 2 of the 9, and the next 2 actually came in last week on Friday. So they didn't quite make it in time for last week's report, but they've been here a whole 7 days now at this point, making themselves comfortable on the shelf. First, I picked up Chakotay because I reviewed him last week. Here he is. He's nicely hanging out now with the rest of the Voyager crew, feeling good about themselves. However, I will say, poor Benjamin Sisko over here, he is feeling awfully lonely, hanging out talking to Vincent Vega about baseball, and we need to add some more Deep Space Nine items there. Now, also coming in last Friday, the 112 Collective Batman, 1989. We waited 3 years for this figure. He comes in seamless body with a metal armature. It actually is pretty cool. It poses really well. He comes with a couple of different capes. One of them has a wire in it, as you can see. A ton of accessories. Now, I really do like this figure. I think it's a fantastic one. There's a lot of complaints about it. I will admit the cape is not my favorite, but if you work with it, you can get it to work pretty nicely. So that's 4 of the 9. Now, the reason it's not going to seem like 9 is quite as an insane number as it sounds is because the other 5 all are in the same license, the Retro Batman line from McFarlane. Now, here we've got 2 of them together. That is the Radioactive Batman with the pink cowl, as well as the Batboat. The Batboat is really cool. Now, it's a little undersized. Their Batmobile, which is here, is also just a hair undersized. Not quite as good as the Mattel version from a few years ago here. You can see with the Batman and Robin in it. Slightly longer, a couple of inches longer. But it's still a really cool looking item, and we don't have any kind of Batboat like this. I never expected anything like this in 6-inch. I'm really, really happy with it. They also did 2 more figures in this wave. Let's zoom in on these 2. There's Two-Face. Now, Two-Face came with King Tut, which is another figure. I mean, I see getting a Two-Face. Everybody knows who Two-Face is. But Tut? Oh, come on. I never expected it. And yeah, that's a cloth cape he's got on. It's really nice. It's an excellent figure. Really... I'm really happy with this line. I just can't believe all the stuff we're getting. So that's 4 of the last 5. The 5th one, of course, is the Library playset. Wayne Manor Library. I've moved some stuff around and added it down here. I'm going to have to do some more moving around. These Superman figures down here are going to have to go somewhere else so I can move that bat cycle and get a little more room here on the end. But for the moment, this is where it landed. It is a really great play set. You're going to want this to work with other 112 figures. Point that out. This is a reasonably priced library for 6-inch figures. It's got a few accessories. Now, could they be a little more detailed? Sure. Like the globe could actually look like a globe. You'll notice the Shakespeare bust. I have it open right now. It actually opens and closes for the show the button. And the bookcase here opens up. Let's see if I can get that to work. Find the handle here. It's around back. There it goes. And you can go because, you know, they really needed to label the poles so that Dick and Bruce didn't forget which ones was which. And they had to tell them, you know, that that's the axis to the Batcave, because, you know, they might forget. So that's it for this week. 9 items added to the collection. I'm going to be doing a Batman 1966 favorite collection here fairly soon, maybe even next week. So make sure you subscribe, and we will talk later.